welcome to today's vlog. My name's Marie, I'm British and I live in Dallas, and in this vlog it's going to be quite home decor heavy. Now I do need to explain the beginning part of my vlog because we're going to take you to an area of Dallas for a specific reason, and it was to look at some land. Now we came across this advertisement on Instagram that this company was selling off parcels of land that you could build a home on within a community. So we were intrigued because the advertisement said land starting at 39,000. Well, that sounded doable. You know, all you have to do is find a builder and then build your house, and you're out in the countryside. You've got 1 acre to 2 acres of land. And we thought, great, let's go out there and just have a look. So this is us taking you to this community. And pretty much not long after we had done the walk around of the swimming pool and the golf course and the bar area, I mean, it was beautiful, really lovely community center. We then went with the salesperson. Buster, sit down. My dog's down here. We then sat in the car and looked at the price sheet. Now, remember I said 39,000? Well, there was only one parcel of land that was 39,000. All the others were above 100,000. So immediately we were not interested. So we did go have a look at one parcel of land. However, I certainly wouldn't have bought it because it was in a cul-de-sac, which sounds nice. However, it was on a slope, and at the bottom of the slope was a retention basin, which was part of your land, and then it went a little bit further to a river, which was a little scary for me. I think that could have quite easily have turned into a flood zone. Anywho, I'm going to take you there now. Let's go have a look around, and then we'll jump into the rest of the vlog. Okay, that's the dog area. Oh my god, that's so cute. This is the kiddie area. So this is all common ground here. All this, that's all fenced in. And they're gonna have a stage down there to hold events. This is the bar. And then they have pitch and putt right here. Well, hello, I have just picked up myself some dinner from Whole Foods. I've gone to their buffet. I've done this a couple of times when I lived in Vegas. I just got myself a little small box for some different salads. And I'm in a Whole Foods in an area called Allen, Texas. And I've picked up this drink too. It's lemon, ginger and pineapple organic. Oh, sorry, not even showing you. Lemon, ginger and pineapple organic. It looks really refreshing. It's very humid today. It's 6:17, so I'm going to sit here and eat my dinner, and then we're going to hit a couple of stores. So if you'd like to join me, keep watching. These concrete pots, they're made to look like they're wood. Different. That's a pretty pot there. It's only $40. Cat test plates. I like the colours in those. Seeing these strawberry bowls just reminded me I forgot to give my friend strawberries and cream for dessert today when she came round to visit me. Oh my gosh, what a wally. I've now come to Barnes & Noble to see if I can find a gift for my friend. We're at Waters Creek in Allen. It's a really lovely shopping centre. Morning, I'm in Costco. We're doing a quick early morning shop. I'm picking up a pair of pants, white pants. I think they were $20, but I just came across these cushions. I thought they were so cute. And that's sweet for maybe like an outdoor little situation. So we've got the lemon, the watermelon, and the avocado. And they're $6.97. That would be fun to have, wouldn't it? The plant prices are really good. $11.97. And look at this Japanese maple. It's only $50. That is such a good price for that tree. I don't know what this tree is. What is it? A Cercis? Cercis. $29. Let's see what this looks like. Golden Falls Cercis. Oh, that's an odd looking tree. And then these plants here along here are $30. Look at the size of that. That is such a good price. Pelican's cute, $33. But this trellis is actually priced really well. It's $12.97. That is a huge piece of trellis. And I've been looking at these on and off throughout different stores, and they pretty much range at $30 for that size. That's a really good price, $12.97. These little mushrooms are solar. They're glass, but they're solar, so they light up at night. That's cute. Here is a portable air conditioning unit for anyone that lives in England and suffering with the heat. Fast call, snap install window kit, ultra quiet, drain free, $3.79. Well, that was a really nice shopping experience. It was so quiet in there. We have the highest tier membership, and to me it's worth it because we get to shop the first hour, you know, when all the businesses get to shop. And we just had the whole store to ourselves. It was absolutely lovely. So anyway, we were in and out in no time at all. So as I was looking around the clothes section in Costco, my husband had put these in the cart for me. Macaroons. These are good. I've had these before. They're so good. But we were actually looking for, I don't know if you remember, last time I went to Costco, we had picked up a pack of Guinness breaded haddock. Yeah, it was haddock. But we got it in a different Costco, and our particular Costco doesn't carry them. So we spoke to someone, they said, oh, if ever a Costco doesn't carry something that you've bought in a different Costco, go to customer service, put in a request, and they will start stocking it for you. So that's good to know for future shops. I picked up this. This was a bit random. Oh my gosh, let me pick it up. There we go. These are truffles, and they are milk and hazelnut, milk and almond, and milk flavour. How much do you think I paid for these? This was, what's the weight on this box? 14 ounces of chocolate, $3.97. So I guess when they put stuff on sale, they don't put like a different color card. You really need to hone in on the prices, because all the price down this particular aisle were just white cards, and you had to look at the price. And I thought maybe this has been marked wrong. Maybe it's $13.97, but no, it was $3.97. You know, like when you go to Walmart and something's been marked down, it'll change to a red sticker, so easily identifiable as you're shopping. You can see in the distance, oh, down there, something's on sale, but Costco didn't do that. So anyway, I bought a pair of these Kirkland jeans. These were I think these were just over $20. So yeah, they're straight legged. I'll try them on, make sure they fit. And look what they have. If you don't already know about this, Heinz baked beans. If you're British and live in America, Costco now carries them. And they are way cheaper than any British store in America. So 2 for 6 cans were $5.99. That is awesome. So anyway, need to put all this stuff away now. Okay, my husband's gone bowling, so I thought I would try and finish off this cabinet. I might need his help to attach the doors though, because they are quite big. They're long, and I might need him to hold the bottom whilst I'm trying to screw in the top. So I'll see how far I can go without needing his help. But yeah, Costco was a really nice, enjoyable experience to walk around in an empty store. So if you didn't see my vlog last week, I started putting this hamster unit together. I got this from IKEA. I got it on sale, and they're sold separately. So it's like one piece, you can either buy just the bottom or just the top, and you can mount the top as a floor cabinet because it has a piece of wood that you can attach and have it on the floor. But I decided that I wanted it like a double unit. So technically there's 4 pieces to this unit, and I got it on sale at IKEA when it was, for every $100 you spend, you got $10 off. So I ended up getting it for just literally over $1,000. So I'm happy with that. Hopefully this will work for our needs. Like I said, I'm trying to make this into a bit of a coffee hideaway station, not necessarily a coffee bar, but somewhere where I can hide our coffee machines and not have them on display, but easily enough accessible that they still can be used. So I guess it's not going to be a fancy coffee bar is what I'm trying to say. I'm not going to make it like a feature. It's more of a usable area. Okay. Ooh, get these 2 little stickies. My 2 little sticky rubber things to stop the door slamming onto the metal. We have attached it now to the wall. Okay, so it does say to put the shelves in next. However, oh, I've got a squeaky ladder. It does say to put the shelves in next, but what I'm going to do, because I want to frost the bottom half of the doors, that's going to dictate where I sit the shelves. So I need to attach the doors first and then do the shelves. So we're going to not follow the directions here. Okay. Turn the ladder around. Like I said, this might be a 2-person job. Let's see. I don't want to go breaking it. Let's see if this shuts. Alrighty. Okay, it took a little bit of jiggling around, but it can be done with 1 person. Okay, I've put the shelves in. At first, that middle shelf I had 1 notch higher. However, when I shut the door, like so, you could see the top part of the shelf just running along. So I didn't like that. So I've brought it down 1, which means if I have anything on display, I just won't see the first little piece of whatever it is I'm displaying. So say I do a candlestick, that part of the candlestick will be missing, or I could display it on the top. Now these shelves do have glass inserts, and you can put some lighting in there if you wanted to, which I'm thinking of doing. I'm also thinking of either wallpapering or putting material at the back, and then that can be changed as and when the seasons change. So I could go with more brown, copper tones in the autumn time, and then maybe light lemon tones in the spring, but we'll see. For now, I just need to get this together. So I think this door is going to be a lot trickier to hang than this side because I am right-handed. So I'm going to be kind of going across my body trying to hold the door and screw in the screw at the same time, so I might need help with this one. And don't catch your fingers on these hinges because it blooming well hurts. They're not heavy doors, it's just awkward trying to line up the screws to the holes whilst this is moving. You line it up and then it drops. Maybe I should do the bottom one first. It does say do the top one first, but it might be easier. That was so difficult. Compared to the other one, this was way harder. Cabinet is complete, except for one little thing. I have to go in and play with all the screws to see about leveling off the doors. You see there's a gap there, there's a gap there. If you look at this door here, it's slightly away from the side. So you see the handle's a little bit lower than this one, but yeah. Then I need to find out where I can buy the glass frosting. So a little tip, keep hold of your assembly books. Even though your piece of furniture is assembled, keep hold of these, keep a file cabinet, keep them in there, because you might need them if you move or if you resell them to someone else. You can say, hey, I've got the book. Now with IKEA, when you build furniture, you can go online and download these books as long as that piece of furniture hasn't gone discontinued. So again, just hold on to them. It's just a extra piece of paper that you need to keep filed away. And it could help with confusion later on down the line. Now, if you do end up with any spare pieces, put them in a baggie, put a sticky label over, call it the Havster unit, whether it's the glass piece or the bottom piece, whatever piece of furniture you've got, and just tape them to this book. Believe me, it could help later down the line. So remember my London pictures, and I framed 2 of them, the horizontal ones. Now I've got these 2 vertical ones left to frame. Whilst I was in Home Goods, this particular town that I went to last night, they got a Home Goods and a TJ Maxx that's joined together. I walked around and looked at their frames and I picked out 2 of these. I thought these were really pretty. Now they have the wood on the front, but you see this little wooden white lip here. When you turn it around, it has a faint white wood design. I thought that was quite different. So I'm going to frame these, and if there's any background that's going to be showing, it's going to be this bright pink colour. Let's jazz things up a bit. So these 2 pictures are now done. What do we think? I just need to decide where to hang them. Oops. There we go. Yeah, really happy with those. And guess what? I got a free picture out of the deal because this is what came in the frame. So I think what I'm going to do is just cut that piece off, and that will make a really lovely picture. So I need to find a small frame, and I'll probably put this in my bedroom. Yeah. I've decided to hang them down this hallway. You guys don't see this hallway very often. This is our utility room. That's a cupboard, like a coat closet. That's the spare bedroom that I call the desert room. And then this is out to the garage. So it's a bit bleak. There's a lot of doors here. And then we did have a wider space of wall here, but the alarm is there. So that's slap bang in the middle of the wall. I did choose to place it there, so it's my own fault. But we've got this little narrow place here, so I thought it could brighten up this little area. So I think this is where I'm going to hang them. And by the way, these are far too long in nails. These are almost 2 inches long. There we go. There we go. Nope, that's not it. Let's pull this out further. There we go. And then push it back. perfect. Perfect. And then this one, probably want about that much gap. So I hang it this height. Oh no. Oh no, Buster, what am I doing? What am I doing? Ugh. Wherever I am, Buster isn't too far behind, are you, mate? Hey? I've already pre-measured this, so I know I need to mark it at 9 1/4. That's here. Shazam. If you want a job done, just do it yourself. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Is that straight? I'm saying perfect. Let's have a look. Let's show you. There we go. Yeah, I really like these. A little bit of home. There we go. What was that? What was that, Buster? Hello, mate. You say hi to everyone. Say hello. Hello. And Sasha's not far behind. Where's Ellie? Is she having a little snooze? Yeah, and even with the light off, it just gives a little bit of interest. This corner here pulls down the staircase to the attic. We need to do something with that. We need to tie it up, put a loop in it. In fact, I'm going to do that now. Let's see how high we need this loop. And then we just need like a hook or something, don't we, Buster? Hey? Is that what we need? Because we keep walking into this, don't we? There we go. Tie it up here. How do we do a loop-de-loop? How do we do a loop-de-loop? How do we do a loop-de-loop? Like this. Is that better? Just put on this, can't we? Yeah. This one keep bonking my head on it. I mean, that's really ugly, isn't it? You'd think they'd come up with a better way to do that. Okay, so I've been playing around with this. I've just gone into different rooms and purged different items. So just imagine that this bottom part is all frosted. So we can't see in there, we're just gonna see like hazy shadows of what's in there. So I've gone and purged some items. So these were thrift finds from Vegas. So was this. These were the little plates that I just purchased from Home Goods. And I sat them on top so you can't actually see them, but I think I might want to get a little stand just to show. I think they're so pretty. I love those muted colours. Anywho, that was an IKEA plant with a little thrifted basket. That was Hobby Lobby picture, and that was a thrifted item. So you can see I'm going with the colours of like pink and green, taupe. Okay, moving on to this side. This was, I think maybe Hobby Lobby. These pictures were IKEA, and I had these in my bathroom in Vegas. This I don't remember. And these I believe were Hobby Lobby. And I just bought this, but I don't remember where from. But yeah, that's just a quick little something just to throw in here. And then I put these plants on the top. So when you walk down the hallway, you've got a little bit of interest going on at there. And then on this side, I have this plant. So if you're in the room here, sitting down, you can see. So I was thinking maybe stacking some books on the top and then maybe some storage baskets. Yeah, something. I'll play around with it over the weeks. I'm sure it's going to get changed several times over, but at least that job is done. It's attached to the wall and it's safe. Yeah, I think that could end up looking quite nice. Whilst I was at Home Goods, I also remember I said I was looking for some type of container to put all my shower, like shampoos and conditioners in. Well, I found this one. It was $19.99. And I think this would work in the shower, so let's go see. I think that actually matches perfectly with the tile colour. It looked very grey, but this tile, it does, one minute it does look grey, the next minute it looks like a sage green. So yeah, I think that'll work. It just tidies the area up a little bit. The next thing that I bought from Home Goods was a pair of linen pants. Now I paid, I think, $25 for these. Yeah, $25. Look at the colour of these. Oh, gorgeous. And it has this little embellishment on the front tie. But these are a large. So I don't know whether these are going to fit me because there doesn't look to be that much room on the butt. But they have front pockets that you can kind of see sewn in as a patch, like that. They're wide-legged, high-waisted, so I probably should try these on sooner rather than later to see if they do actually fit. And the brand is Joy? I don't know, but yeah, I need to try these on. I also, did I show, yeah, I showed you the white jeans from Costco. I got a book. So you know the YouTuber Josie, if you don't, I'll put a little picture up here of her channel. She just recommended this book. Now the last book she recommended, I went and bought and I just cannot get into it. Luke Catlow also recommended the same book and I literally can't get past the first 20 pages. I don't know, it was a bestseller, so if I got a picture of that, I'll put a picture up here of it, but couldn't get into it. But as she was talking about this book, it really did sound like an interesting read. So I happened to be in Barnes & Noble and I thought, you know what, I'm going to pick it up, and on my quiet moments, which there aren't very many, I will sit and read this. But basically, I think the story was, if I remember rightly, it is a influencer, so I don't know whether it was Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, I don't know, but she goes back in time and something happens. I can't remember what she said, but I know it did sound very interesting. So when I saw this, I thought, you know what, I'll pick it up. So it's probably going to take me a while because I am a slow reader and I don't read very often unless I get truly hooked on a book, and then I won't put it down. So yeah, I will let you know what I think about this. If you've already read this, let me know in the comments what you thought of it. As you can see, the pot is black and I kind of wanted this color. However, this is a gloss. It's not really what I wanted, but I might do this and then mix in some other colors on top. So hopefully there's enough in this can to get this project done. We shall see. Back inside now, chilling. It's very humid and hot still. It's 7 o'clock in the evening. I'm sat here watching Luke Catlow. Ta-da! And now the husband's outside working on a project. He bought some solar lights and he's putting them one on each panel going right along the back side of the garden. So I'll show you what he's doing. There he is, out there. So I hope he's measured right and that it's in the, because I told him to put them centered to the metal posts. So by my reckoning, it should be drilled at 3 feet 8.5 inches. So I'll be out there with my tape measure. I decided to make myself a little matcha. Oh gosh, it's perfect temperature, it's lovely. The birds are singing, the flies are flying. I've been instructed to come outside and look at the lights. They look good. I think we do need to do one in the far corner though. This is what they look like. You can hear all the crickets and stuff, can't you, out back? So the pole is closer to that side of the fence than it is on the other side of our fence. You see we've got quite a bit of, hold on, we've got quite a bit of fence here. So I'm thinking we might need one more light. Yeah, I think we do. It looks a bit odd. It looks like we've left one off, but it does a nice little pattern on the fence and on the ground. I mean, they're only solar panelled, so they're not going to be bright lights. And then we do have a couple over in the dog area just to light up their area at night time. Yeah, happy with those. My husband got them from Amazon. So if he has the link, I'll link them in my description box for you guys, if that's something that you're interested in. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's vlog. I'll see you on Sunday with the Transatlantic Housewives of YouTube, where we're going to be in the kitchen making a dessert. I'll see you then. Thanks for subscribing. Bye.